musicians will feel inspired, and when they feel inspired, they will share notes or a beat or a bass line or anything that comes to them. And so if I'm getting really excited about this idea and I'm getting inspired, the music might pick up. But if I'm sharing something that might be a little more personal, more vulnerable, the music might slow down. So we hit a really cool pocket last time. I think we'll hit it again tonight. But I think a good topic for us would really be about what live performance means. And I think tonight we saw a really great example of that. I think Jacob Collier blew us away, but I think what Black did, what Mariba did, what Quinn did was really special tonight. And so, yeah, I'd like to kind of kick it off and just share the conversation we had earlier, which was something that you said to me when we were sitting next to each other at the concert. And that was, you said that my energy felt different than when you met me.
Yeah.
And you said that my energy feels very bright. And when you met me, it was different. It was because at that time I was grieving. I was grieving the loss of my father, and I was processing a lot. I was very raw. And being at the party where I met you, I was somewhat in my head. And the heart was heavy. And lately I've been working on breaking through a lot of fears, and coming back to my voice has been one of them, and this circle has helped me immensely in doing that. So I thank everyone that's been a part of that. And yeah, what a blessing to go to a concert a month ago and then have the artist who headlined tonight join us, and see how he really made the best out of the show, and how those fans were more than fans. That was a forever kind of thing. And so I feel really inspired right now. I'd love to tap into a little bit of the ethereal sounds we heard, a little bit of the rock we heard, a little bit of the R&B we heard, and really take it in whatever direction we want. And also just want to thank Kevin. You know, I mentioned this earlier, but we've hosted over 50 gatherings here. We've had over 1,000 artists walk through that door, and Kevin's been so gracious to us, lending his space, and yeah, turning it into one of the coolest art installations I've ever seen in the city. You would never expect this to be here, just staring at this little strip mall. So thank you, Kevin. Shout out Kevin, he's in the corner right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kev. Also want to shout out Mike and Tony. I've known these guys for a super long time, so it's beautiful to have that friendship at the core. And also Cass and Gary have been friends for like 15 years, so it's special to have that. But yeah, I'd love to pass it to Zach, and yeah, hear what live performance means to him and what comes through in those moments when he performs live.
Thanks, Christian. Good to see you, man. Good to see all of y'all. I'm Zach, or Four Feather. Or Feather. I've spent a lot of time interested in the live performance of music in a lot of different forms. Sometimes doing it and sometimes like participating in it. I mean, like receiving it rather, sometimes creating and sometimes receiving. And one thing that I find I keep coming back to in life is how, whether this is just true for me or whether this is true for everybody, there are these things, these experiences that we have where we like tap in and we find ourselves in flow in some way, shape, or form. And whether it be like creative or whether it be just slipping into some sort of zone where you're like feel like you're meditating, or whether it be you're actually literally meditating and you find yourself like in that gap, right? If you come out the other side, not even if, like I find that we have these experiences where we come out the other side is feeling like the best versions of ourselves, and being somebody that's done a number of different things to like try to get closer to that and figure out the nature of that. Like I feel like for me, I was as a young person, I was wildly uncomfortable in my own skin, and something that I've heard a lot of people say is that for many of us the wound becomes the work. And so I think that like if you're really in tune with what it is that you're doing in this life, a lot of times you'll find that what it is that you're offering is what it is that you need more than anything. And so for me, like I've found myself like gravitating to these things that I feel like switch me on in that way, where I'm like, oh wow, like that was like it. So I've found that historically in things like yoga and mindfulness practice, which is something that like every member of my family is a professional in. So I have a pretty deep relationship with. I used to spend a lot of time leading wilderness trips, actually. I was on staff at this place for like 7 years, like taking young people on trips to the Rocky Mountains. And like I spent 6 weeks in Alaska after my senior year of high school, which you can imagine is like super transformative. But like, I feel like you would associate these things to be so different from each other. You know what I mean? Like, oh, practicing yoga, like putting on like some fucking yoga pants and like breathing and moving your body around, or and sweating or whatever, and like going and being in the outdoors, and also like making music, and also like taking music in, like the creativity in that sense. And to me, like all these things are the same. They create the same thing in us, which is again like that version of ourselves that I feel like is at peak, you know, functioning at its peak level, putting us into flow, I think. So for me, like, I don't know, being interested in or just like thirsty for trying to figure out how to like find a way to be comfortable or like fit in this life over the course of my life has led me to a few things that I feel like are really, really big and deep gifts for me that I've gotten a lot of healing from. So to me, music, live performance, creation, and also the like reception of that, like being in flow and just going, whether it even be like off the cuff and just like in the moment, or whether you're performing something that you like planned to and are demonstrating for people, like putting on your piece of art, or just feeling it and experiencing that. Like those are deeply spiritual experiences, and those are the things that are the difference between like living a life that is actualized versus sleepwalking, if you will. You know, because there's a lot of zombies out there, and I feel like the difference between like phoning it in and like actually like living the fuck out of your life is really not that significant. It's pretty subtle, you know. It's just a little 1% shift. Like, yeah, do something creative, you know, like stop and smell the flower or whatever. Anyway, that's my 2 cents on that right now. Nice to see you all.
Beautifully said. Wow. Damn. That's beautiful. Yeah, we've only known each other for a couple months, but it's been a ride. I love it. You know, whether it's a big gathering or small, I always love our moments together, and I feel like you really help us drop in. Beautiful way, a beautiful way. Yeah, love to pass it to Garrett.
Live music's very important here right now. I like live music the best. Live music is playing my music for other people. I love listening to other people do the same thing. For me, I think it's a lot more fun than recorded music if done right. We were talking about this earlier. I'd rather be good at one. Not sure which one.
Can I ask a question?
But that was a cool show. Yeah, you can ask a question.
9 years ago, you performed on this rooftop
Yes, I did.
to a lot of people. And a year ago, I sent you the footage. And you recently watched it. I know it was an emotional experience for you, but what was it like watching you not just say those lyrics and sing that song, but to see the eyes of everyone else experiencing it?
I heard it different because I wrote it so long ago, not having no idea what I was going through right now. And
Wow.
It was like this. It was like, what? I already knew this shit. So it was impactful.
Yeah.
Yeah. The lyrics, I mean, a totally different thing to me now. Like, it was you are a doorway, like you someone else. But now it's you. It seems pretty obvious. It's not like you are the doorway.
Is that why you were emotional?
I don't know. Not necessarily. But I guess, yeah, it's cool to see. I guess sometimes you learn things and then you forget them and then you learn them again. But it's cool that a song that old can hold up.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful.
Great. Live music is scientifically proven to help you live longer. If you go to like 10 shows a year, you automatically live longer.
I didn't
which is
know that.
fucking lit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I feel like it's the OG religious experience, to experience like exaggerated vibration with one another, with a group of people. We can all tap in and participate in it, or just let it wash over them. It's the most wonderful thing, and I feel like there are only a few things that can really give you the feeling of being like blissful, like every decision I made was right up to this point because it led to this point.
Hey.
And being at a show you're vibing the fuck out of it is one of those. It's one of those moments where you can just be like, oh man, everything's fine in this moment. Everything's great. Everything I've done up to this moment is great because I got to be here with these people and experiencing this thing. And a lot goes into it. I mean, we saw Black tonight. That man's been at it for fucking 15 years at least. I mean, in the public eye for 15 years, probably been at it for fucking 20 years.
Yeah.
Really grinding, like facing himself and challenging himself and pushing himself and really like reaching for that next thing, reaching for that next level of connection with the infinite.
Oh.
That next level of dissolution into the collective consciousness, which is what I think everybody's trying to do when they pick up an instrument, or they pick up a paintbrush, or they pick up a basketball, or they pick up anything that excites them. They're just, whether they know it or not, they're just reaching for a glimpse of that bigger, more powerful, more collective, and more beautiful experience than our day-to-day. Special moments. So
I think for me, live music has been the number one thing for me. I go to Coachella every single year. It's my favorite weekend of the year, every single year, without a doubt, without fail.
Labyrinth, baby.
Labyrinth this year blew my mind.
Talk about it.
Blew my absolute mind. The man has been at it forever. He has been really bringing people into his world and collaborating with the best people in his world, whether it be Sia or Diplo or Zendaya or Lil Wayne, just anybody he could lock in with and just try to touch that thing, get that special moment. He seems one of the most pure artists for me. Like he knows what he's trying to do, and it's not really clouded in anything that's not like for that special, making special moments for himself and for the people who experience his thing. And yeah, the loudest sound I ever heard in my life was when he was on stage and he started playing a song that Zendaya's featured on, and she came out, and the whole place, I felt like the universe was going to collapse on itself. It was so loud. It was insane. And she did her thing, and she was spectacular as well. And she's put out some songs, but her focus is acting, but all pursuits of passion in general. If you're passionate about what you're doing, you're touching that thing. You're making a special life for yourself, a special moment for yourself while you're on this planet. I think the more people do that, the more people are encouraged to do that and inspired to do that by people, teachers or parents or friends or artists that they like. You know, that's what really makes the world a more beautiful, compassionate, open, special place. So I think for me, live music has been that key, that doorway,
Yeah.
that opening force. So that's what's drawn me the most and what I've been dedicating my life to. And even 1 hour ago, I was just totally swept up in it in the biggest way. Because one of my favorite artists, two of my favorite artists were on stage together and blew my absolute mind. And I was just so grateful. I mean, so grateful to be in proximity to something so special like that and be able to learn from it and build on it and inspire the people around me as I take it in and put it to use in my pursuit of those special things. And I'm grateful for the friends I was with
Aww.
at the show and the friends who were there in spirit. Yeah. So, yeah, I can't say enough wonderful things about live music. But thank you for the space and inviting us all together. Thank you, Kevin, for hosting us. And I'll pass the mic now.
Yeah. And also, oh yeah, snap it up for that. As she's sharing, maybe exploring riffs that remind you of what it feels like to connect to the infinite, you know, and maybe keys that feel like you are stepping through a doorway or that you are the doorway. You know? And just tap into what you were speaking to and see what music comes as she speaks. You know?
What does live music mean to me?
Yeah.
Oh, sure, because you know, I had a breakup in February with the guy you met before. Then I was so heartbroken. I have to go to Bali. I have to go back to China to the family, and then I go to Bali for some healing. And then I went to this cafe in Ubud, and they have this like 3 artists. One is from local Indonesian. Actually, 3 of them are like Indonesian, and they start to perform their own stuff on stage, and I was just I was just so happy, like super happy. That sort of like happiness just filled it, right? Then I suddenly realized that is something I miss in my life. And I had the best night. I had the best night in whole Bali, the trip.
Did you go solo?
I go solo.
Nice. That's
for
good.
like a whole month. I learned how to surf over
That's
there.
good. Yeah. That's
Oh
good.
yeah, and I had a jam session in the hostel with a bunch of people. They're like they have this skateboard
Yeah.
park inside the hostel. It's a surfers hostel.
Like a half pipe.
Yeah, something like that. And I was there for like a group dinner, and then I just hear music, and just like some local guys just jamming right together. And
Yeah.
somebody is like doing the skateboard, a girl is dancing, another guy was tapping, and they just saw me. They just say, "Hey, come here."
Yeah.
I just joined. Then
That's
we
what
just
it's
had.
about.
That was the best night in Kuta.
I've
So
been to Kuta.
Kuta is the where they surf in Lombok. It's another island. I had the best night over there. Just randomly jam with people and just singing and just dancing without. I was just so happy. So live music always gave me happiness. I love it, and I love artists like you guys. You know, just so, just so good. Just hang out with crews like this. It's a treat. You know what I mean? It's a treat. So I think that's what live music for me. Like just dripping happiness, right? Yeah, that's how I felt. Okay, that's my share. Thanks.
Can you give me a little slack on the mic?
Or maybe the other mic. Go for it.
I'll give this to Mike. Can you sit over there, Mike? Wherever. I got it.
So, taking a break from music over the past few years, just trying to get back into it these days, and started going back to shows. Went to a few metal shows this year, which was really fun. You go to a show and the music is really intense, and you got people acting crazy in the crowds. But, at the end of the day, everyone's there just to have fun. And, if someone's going crazy in the pit and someone falls, someone's right there to pick them back up and get them back into the swing of things. So it just goes to show that everyone's there just to have fun, and everyone's there just to let loose, and it's a great vibe. And we got plans to go to a couple more shows this year, so it's
Nice.
gonna be pretty fun.
Who you seeing?
The Menzingers.
Okay.
They're a punk band from Philadelphia. Going to a punk festival in November with Matt actually and my
Nice.
cousin. So
Nice.
it's gonna be fun. And I'm a huge fan of lots of kinds of music, lots of kinds. I'm going to live music, and it's great. So that's pretty much all I gotta say.
Beautiful, man. Give it to Josh.
Oh shoot! Hey, it can turn around.
That was
I
good.
like that. Wow. Well, live performance, live music. Man, I'm gonna tell you right now. Even though I haven't slept in almost 48 hours, I feel quite good because I'm here celebrating with fellow musicians, and it's wonderful. Because you see the smile on my face, right? It's my favorite thing in the world to do is to perform live.
You're
Like,
so good.
That's my favorite thing. Thank you, bro. And I honestly don't know what I would do without it. It's truly like my medicine, my greatest love. Also, like, I'm scared of it sometimes because sometimes I go over and beyond for it, you know, and I put everything into it. I run 16 miles to make sure I'm in shape to give you the best show of my life. You know, like I'm not gonna shortchange my audience because I love music too much. I just do. And so when I seen like Black doing this thing tonight, that was just so inspiring.
Did you see yourself on stage as well?
100,000%.
That's good.
The crazy thing is, they let me on the second floor, and I got a chance to just stand in this like VIP area while I was waiting for Angel. They just was like, "Yo, just stand right here. You're good. Chill." And so I went.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I literally said nothing about it. I was gonna invite you guys down, but I was just like, "Nah, let me just go back with the crew." But it was so cool just to stand there, and I felt like it was a God moment that allowed me to just see myself on that stage, because he said you can see it, you can have it. So I saw myself on that stage. I saw myself giving it everything, like literally everything. Like if I, you know, we don't want this to happen, but if I passed away, it's like, you know, I'd rather do it on the stage. You know what I'm saying? If I have to die, it's on the stage. That's cool, you know. But I always want to just give my best. And like, I feel like when you know your purpose and you walk in it, everything starts to just unfold. And you know, I've been blessed to do a few things on this planet that I really can't even explain, honestly. I mean, I just did a song for the Prime Minister of India.
What? I didn't know that.
Yeah, man. And
wait, tell us the story.
oh man, I met this lady 6 years ago. 6 years ago out here in Beverly Hills, and she literally was like, a year ago, she was like, "Josh, can you write this song? Can you write an original song for the Prime Minister of India? He wants to help uplift the country." I'm like, "Okay, I'm not Indian."
I like Cass's face. He's like, "What?"
I'm not Indian. She's like, "You don't have to be, and they want something different." I was like, she said, "I'm suggesting you. I'm connected to the government over there, and I want to connect you." And long story short, I didn't write a song originally for them. What I did was I submitted something I already had.
Oh wow!
And I was like, you know, guys, I put my heart and soul into this song called Bare Hands, and the song is basically about taking your life, taking your hands, and doing your part on this planet to help each other, help yourself first so that you can help others. But literally, if nobody helps you, you do it yourself.
Can you give us a sample of the lyrics and melody?
Yeah.
Can you give us like the down tempo version?
Yeah.
And then the musicians will just pick it up for you.
It's the lyrics are like, I'll do all I can. I'll do all I can. I'll take on the world with my bare hands. I'll do all I can. I'll take on the world with my bare hands. I'll fight tooth and nail just to see you free. I'll give you my heart just to hear you breathe. I'll give it all, take my last.
Wow.
Your story will go on, I'm headed there. Believe me, I'll try. I'll do all I can. I'll take on the world, oh, with my hand. I'll do all I can. I'll take on the world with my bare hands. Yeah. And that's some of the lyrics to it.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Just know that I will always do my best to give my all in everything that I do. So, and live performance is literally my full self-expression. It's my soul. It's my fullness. You know, like don't want to live without it. I want to go to every show I can and support all you guys. I wish I could just actually watch myself on stage, jump out of my body and watch myself on stage. That would be the greatest concert I've ever seen in my life. Because I feel like I don't let you, I sweat harder than everybody else. So I want to make sure that I get a chance to watch myself on stage. Why not watch myself on stage? Fuck the videotape, fuck the recording. I want to jump out of my body and watch the concert just like everybody else. That's the only regret I have. Is that I can't do that. So that's what live performance is to me. It's everything. So that's my 100%, not my 2 cents. My 100% on it.
Beautiful snaps.
That was great.
Beautiful, yeah,
That was
that's
great.
beautiful.
I don't think I'm trying to. You're not gonna be able to top that. Because I'm not gonna sing. Let's get settled for a second. Live performance. It's magic, in a sense. It's instant magic. As a consumer and as someone that is actually part of the process of creating live performances. For me, it's literally been part of my life since I was a teenager, going to shows, wanting to be in bands, wanting to be on stage, learning to navigate the industry and realizing that even though that I may not be on the stage, I found my place running sound, setting up bands, setting up shows, and seeing and knowing that I'm part of the process just as much as any other person that's creating it from the stage themselves. I like taking ownership of that. I like putting a stamp saying like it's just as much. I'm just as much a part of it as they are. And without live performance, I wouldn't be able to make money. Without performers, I wouldn't. I love collaborating with them. I love not knowing who's gonna walk in through the door, and we just go, okay, let's plug this shit in and run some sound checks. Let's get it going. The vibes are right. Everyone's on a good page. Good sound check. Everyone's comfortable. Like, let's run it. Let's go. That's just from a working aspect. I finally. The last year I've been on such a grind. I just finally went to my first camping festival this past year, and in a way I got to disconnect and reconnect with myself that I haven't been able to because I've been just working in work mode. I literally just phone died, shut off the phone, no reception, and it danced under the full moon for 3 days straight.
Nice.
Saw amazing performances from 5 p.m. to sunrise. I was just I felt liberated. That's what live performance means to me. It's like it's hard to even put words to it. Like that's why I say it's magic. It's like it's the there's so much giving and receiving. If the artist is giving it, I'll receive it in my own way. And also, he feeds or she feeds off the crowd. And you can sense that in the environment that's created. It's a collaboration. It's back and forth. It's give and take, and it's magic. It's magic. It's primal. It's magic. That's how I view live performance.
Yes, sir.
So thank you.
Yeah, that's beautiful, bro.
Thanks.
Beautiful,
Oh,
beautiful.
yeah.
I also want to shout out Tony because I always say you took my first festival, which I always say is the Coliseum EDC, but it was actually Warped Tour. We were going to Warped Tour, I think, in
That's right.
06
Oh,
together.
wow. That's right.
Yeah.
That's huge.
So to have him here, it's really special because a lot of us that have friends growing up, very few will ever pursue the artist path all the way. And so it's not always easy for our friends in our 20s and 30s and 40s to understand exactly where we're heading and why we're heading that way. But we keep going. And the fact that I have my friend here, Mike, who I've known since I was 3, and Tony, who I've known since high school, and the fact that Garrett and Cass have been friends for 15 years, that's a really beautiful thing. And I think that's something that I really want to focus on, is not just making music for, myself, but to really make music with the collective and make music in the moment like they did back in the day, And I think a lot of people are finding themselves in isolation with a computer trying to make that perfect song, but I also feel like those perfect songs exist in the moment amongst your friends. And so I'm excited to explore a little bit of that sound tonight. We're going to let the jam run for another half an hour, 40 minutes, and just kind of vibe with it. If there's any inspiration that comes through, poem, thought, dream, vision, lyric, melody, beat, feel free to share. We have many mics, as well as that mic. I love that Tony still thinks that's funny.
It's Mike.
Keep it simple with the comedy here. But yeah, I'd love to just jam it out, feel it out. And I'm gonna pass it to Four Feather to start. He's gonna give us a little bit of beatbox and then maybe go into a freestyle of what he just heard from the conversation.
Ourselves in the sea again, with the men or women or whatever else you might identify your children as, or with, or who, or yeah, or no, or why is everything need to be true or false? Because it's all just the way we categorize whether it's tall or small or medium, right? I'm just feeding them anything they might think is light, but greedy men like darkness, right? So maybe I should find that. I should bring a little bit more of it back from the snack that I ate on up. Whether it was some fast food fried stuff or some snuff or whatever might be trash inside of me. Is it just garbage that makes me want to act ornery? Or is it everything that performs for me when I'm going and trying to find in the morning some violence, right behind my eyelids, trying to find what's nightmarish or like childish? Is that not what I need? Is that not what I feed? Is it just junk food for me when I can just get it free? But nah, I think that it's all a part of this experience that we're living in, and it's clearly this bliss that I am trying to find. It's not one or the other side that hits my spine. It's centripetal motion, it's balance, it's equilibrium, it's every single color on the palette I'm living in. It's all of them. It's the juice and the gin and the wisdom and the breath you're breathing in. It's all of it, right? It's knowledge and it's ignorance. It's loose and it's tight. It's day, morning, and night. And it feels alright, 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 alright.
That's beautiful. We're connected, yes, in a special way, yes. Connected by the divine, yes, divine spirit. This music bleeds through our bones. Hey, hey. It's like the soul of our notes in every corner of the world at the same time. At the same time. Just know we're connected. Yeah. Just know you're my brother, you're my sister. Let this music touch you in the way you were designed to be. Let it touch the day that you took your first breath. Oh, we're so connected, yeah. We're so divine. We're just so divine. Let your spirit feel everything you are. Take it up. Take it up with the spirits and the gods. Tell them that you're here to give your all. Cause you're a person of purpose. Yeah. Let your light shine deeper into the world. Hey, hey, let your soul, let it dig a little deeper into the world, to the world. You're that ether that they talk about, yeah. You're that love that they talk about, yeah. You're that substance that they talk about. You're that sound that they talk about. You're that love that they talk about. You're that feeling that they talk about, yeah. You're that everything they talk about, yeah. You're the soul of this world. So connected, yeah. Every soul on this roof, every soul that speaks their truth, yeah. Open your third eye, yeah. Open that fourth eye, open that infinity that rolls through your veins. Let it rise. Let it sing, 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 let it ring louder. You never heard it. Let's go, Mike.
So we're starting to get the feel for this. As we celebrate 10 years and explore new formats, making music in the moment. I'd like to pass it to my brother Cass on the vocals. I'll hold the mic as he plays on the guitar.
Go!
challenge someone tonight. We got someone who really likes to sing here but hasn't done it in a while. So we're gonna take baby steps. We're just gonna hum it. All you have to do is hum, okay? You won't even have to sing. You just hum with me. We're just gonna hum. This is a baby step. Okay? That's a breakthrough right there. That's a breakthrough right there. Baby steps. You celebrate every little way. Celebrate every way. I want to give it to Gary next. I want to hear those vocals, Gary.
Yeah. So wherever I go, I'm lost amongst the flow, leading them away. I'm lost. I don't even know. Leave them in the corner, slowly with the guard. Leave them in the water. I've known sleeping all alone. I've been on sleeping, I've been sleeping too long. I've been sleeping, I've been sleeping too long. I've been sleeping too long. I've been sleeping too long. Yeah. Trying to flow, I don't know if I can still flow. Tried to do it back in college, but I don't know where to go. I've been listening to Wayne for a while, but I haven't listened to Wayne in quite a while. That explains the flow, the lack of the flow. Where did it go? Carter 2. Gone again, yeah, Carter 3. That's all that I listen to for me.
And as we transition into the next jam, I thank you all for sharing your voice. And I think it's time to maybe, if you're comfortable, sharing a little bit of the doorway, but in your own approach, with a different energy this time. If you feel.
Me sing it while you play the guitar?
I don't know. Do you want to play it on guitar?
I'll play it on guitar.
Okay.
I want to hear it.
And then we're going to take this song as our foundation, and we'll take it into a new song as it progresses.
Upside down.
And then at 2 a.m. we will round out the circle. So,
Chris, how do you think you'll hold the mic?
sure, of course. I'd be honored to. And so we're going to get the verse and the chorus on this. And then we're going to take it into its own song that we will create as a result of these chords.
Can take a while to get over something. To wash your hands clean of love. Mama told me I'd find something in someone. Can take a while to get over something. To finally be free. I can tell you it's hard as hell to believe, but you are a doorway to heaven and love and everything. You are the only way to forget. And you are the laughter of mother and child and everything afterwards. You are the only way to forget. Speed it up for the second verse. It can take a while to get over someone you seized in love. It's hard to forget something, oh, that's enough. I just forgot all of my past lovers. You're all I can see. Guess it's love you need to forget somebody. You are a doorway to heaven and love and everything. You are the only way to forget.
Can you please keep playing those chords?
You are the laughter of mother and child and everything afterwards. You are the only way to forget.
Keep playing that. We're gonna give you a surprise, Garrett. Keep playing that. Alright, we're gonna call on Cass, friend of 15 years, to Garrett, to sing to Garrett. You've heard this song many times, but I want you to sing what this friendship means to you. Freestyle it. Sure. Just keep the same thing. It's 15 years of friendship.
Can always count on Gary. Know that I got Gary. Oh, it's been a long time since we first met on tour in the Odyssey, and we went on forever again. It's been a long time since I asked you to be in my band, and we killed that shit. Yeah, we killed that shit across the whole country.
since known that I could count on you, lift me up when I was down and you were up, you were down and I was up, and that's what friendship is. That's what friendship's all about, yeah. And we got it right. We got it right. We got it right. Yeah. Still getting right.
Do you guys want to hear Best Friends Harmonize in 15 years? Want to hear what that sounds like? Best Friends Harmonize. They're gonna harmonize. You're gonna harmonize whatever you want.
To Cass's new song?
Just say whatever we want.
And harmonize.
Na 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 You are the door to heaven and love and everything. You are the only way to forget. That's true.
Mother and child and everything out of it.
Mother and child and everything after you are.
Sorry.
That's
I
alright.
didn't do that.
But thank God we met. My guy.
Oh, I love that melody.
So beautiful. So
You
beautiful.
are the door. That's wonderful.
Alright, guys. We got one left, and then we're gonna round out the night.
One round out. It's a
And
one
for-
left round out, bud.
For this one, I like to get a little of those, like, maybe soft organ keys. Those yeah, those are my favorites.
Soft.
And as we round out this short but sweet jam circle,
Shortest, sweetest.
I think it's important for us to visualize the live performance that we see for ourselves. And so in that spirit, I'd like to share an idea and take it away around the circle before we do our last song. And this was something that I've been thinking about for a while, but I've gotten to a point where I feel like it's ready, and I really want to utilize this space. I want to have more gatherings here, and eventually I want to do 1,000 people at the Botanical Gardens in January.
Do it.
And I think it's totally possible.
Do it.
And I've already talked to the gardens, and they're down.
Do it.
And we did it once before with Xanadu and Catalina, and we use this space to meet up every week, every 2 weeks, and just really build that tight community. And so I think if we do that again with the gardens, I think 1,000 people is definitely doable. And so that is one of my dream venues to play. And I've done this with Tony a lot. I always ask him his favorite like dream venue. So we're gonna all speak our dream venue. Give us 2 dream venues you want to play at, and then we'll end with a song. And while you say your dream venue, maybe just say 1 thing or 2 things that you would like to bring to that venue that maybe no one's ever done, or maybe you saw once before and you'd love to see it again, or whatever it is. But these are the steps we take. Vocalize where you want to be, what you want to do, how you want to do it, and watch it, as you said, unfold. You know, you live in the purpose and everything unfolds. So Botanical Garden and the Sphere are my 2, and I just got back from the Sphere.
Very nice.
We're definitely doing a friend field trip to the Sphere. Like, I'm telling you, it's gonna happen. And so if I could do the Sphere and the Botanical before I'm no longer here, that'd be sweet. And I love these chords that are coming behind me right now. But what I see the future of concerts is less of a stage and more of a circle. I think we will always have the stage, but I think when the audience becomes the final instrument, you tap into something really special. And I see 1,000 people sitting in a circle, kind of like Burning Man, but the band is no longer in the middle. They're actually spread out throughout the crowd, and you don't even know who plays what until they whip that flute out of their back pocket and they stand up in the 5th row and start walking towards the center. So yeah, I see lights everywhere, and I see colors of leaves changing based on the frequencies of your voice, the way you play your instrument. The whole Botanical Garden will turn into an interactive kaleidoscope, and I have this vision. It keeps coming through, so that's mine. That's what I want to speak into existence. I think if we give ourselves 4 months, we can pull it off, right?
I say 3.
I say 3. But yeah, dream venue, and 1 thing you would like to bring there, and I'll start with Cass. And please keep playing those chords while you talk, because those are beautiful.
The venue I was just talking about a little earlier tonight is called Red Rocks in Colorado. And it's just so spectacular. It feels like if God herself made a venue, it would be something like that. So I definitely want to sell that bitch out and have an incredible show there, bringing together some of my closest friends and people I respect the most musically, and create just special moments to add to the long history of special moments that have happened in a place like that. So something like that is very, very high on my list. And then I really have had some of the best times of my entire life at Coachella Music Festival.
Yeah.
And so to play there in the desert on the polo grounds at a place where I've just felt the most alive and the most grateful for what all that life has to offer, to be able to give back and make people feel that same kind of special nature moment that I've had so many times over and over in that place would be so fulfilling and so actualizing and so beautiful for me. So definitely speaking the Coachella performance into existence.
Beautiful. Snap it. Snap it. Alright. Now this one over here might say, I don't have a venue, but when she was a young kid, she had a dream of being a rock star, you know? And one thing I'll say is that time is no longer an obstacle. I'm watching people in their 30s, 40s, and 50s making a living off their music. These people have kids. So everything the labels told you, it's no longer the case. Doesn't matter your age, doesn't matter where you are. Everything's possible. So just think back to when you were a kid and you wanted to be a rock star. Where did you want to play? And what would you want to do?
Yeah, I did want to play on the big stage. But it's really not about singing. It's really about the energy. Just be myself. Like, you know, share my energy or that happiness with people around, and don't really have any fear or nothing. Just I think that's what I think's being a rock star on stage. Yeah. So, yep. Thanks for listening to my story.
Of course.
But the music, I think when I was 13, the run away from home leads me here today.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Pass it to Mike. You give him a different microphone. So it's
Well, I'm gonna be boring because I don't really have a dream venue at this point. But,
That's okay.
You know, just to have a few people to play some music with that share your tastes. I think that would be good enough at this point. So yeah.
Nice. I like that. Snap for that.
Yeah, I'm not bored at all by that. That sounds lovely. I think I'm gonna go with probably the most beloved venue from my hometown, which would be First Avenue in Minneapolis. I don't know if we got any Prince fans here, but that was certainly where most of the movie Purple Rain was shot.
Wow. That's the venue.
That's the venue, yeah.
Wow.
He had a lot to do with the running of First Ave, and he was just always this legendary in the shadows character, growing up in Minneapolis. He had a lot to do with a lot of local acts being broken and stuff, and in terms of lives that inspire me, Prince is probably in the top 1 or 2. I don't know that we've ever seen an example of a human that's more in their dharma, if you will. I don't know if you all know this term, dharma, and from yoga, but it's basically your calling is what your dharma is. It's your sacred thing that you're called to. And as much as Prince was a total weirdo, I think you would be hard pressed to find a human being that was more deeply, completely, in every way devoted to what they were supposed to do.
Oh yeah.
For better and for worse. So that's an individual that really inspired me, and First Avenue as a space I think would be amazing to perform at. It's also not the hugest venue in the world. We could sell the shit out of that.
Nice.
I mean, sell the shit out.
Yeah.
That, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Beautiful.
Oh, the other thing that I was gonna say was that for some reason I was just struck by the fact that I need to get a saxophone again, because I played sax for 7 or 8 years, and I haven't touched one in a decade. But I'm gonna pop out of the crowd in a circle at a huge, beautiful garden with a saxophone.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Right?
I love it.
Yeah, what else do?
Hell yeah. All right. Well, first venue, Wembley Stadium. Let's go.
Yeah.
120,000 people deep. Let's get it, baby.
Here we go.
Let's sell that bad boy out. I'm fighting between. I don't want to say I'm fighting. I'm just struggling to make only 2 because I see it so huge globally all over the world. Well, I'll give a second and a third just so you can see where my heart is at.
Yeah, might as well.
Right? Coachella being one. Oh boy, on St. Cass, we'll be at the same. We'll be there, bro.
Yes, sir.
All right, Coachella being another, and then wherever the Super Bowl is at,
There you go.
let's do that.
That's dope. That's dope.
Let's be on stage at the Super
Good
Bowl
call.
headline act, rocking the planet. As they leave the stadium, I'm outside the stadium, and guess what? It's another show happening as they leave in the stadium. Super Bowl over. Boom! Another Moreland show right there. The party's not over until I said it's over. Ah! Exactly. So that's what I want to bring. I want to bring every single show that I do a surprising moment that they'll never forget. And whatever that creative gesture is, it'll be talked about for all of eternity,
Wow.
from generation to generation. And your children will know my name. Their children will know my name. And it will be actually a spiritual situation where you just, when you speak of my name, it's an experience. It's not just a name. This person was of purpose, and he really sought out to give you his truth, his spirit, his heart, his love. And whatever you took from his life, it impacted you in a way for you to move forward, for you to elevate your existence, elevate people, other spiritual vessels around you, and just be a dynamic, relentless force of just whatever that is. No, it ain't got no word. It's just it's the exact feeling that you get when you walk into a room with a power force this powerful. You become that force, and then you pass it on to the next force. The next force gets bigger, the next force gets bigger, to the point of where, like he said, woo, the universe explodes. Let the universe explode when I walk into a room. Let it be turned up. Let everything that has breath, that has life in it, feel the celebration of existence as I walk in. And then they walk away with that same power. They walk away with that same power. You lack nothing. You lack absolutely nothing. You gain the confidence, you gain the power, you gain the authority, you gain the strength. You gain that one thing that nobody can explain because it's unique to you. And now you're open, and now you're revealing, now you're giving more of yourself that you didn't know you had before that day. So that's what I want to leave with people. That's what I want to leave with spirits, that they experience something that takes them to new heights, to new moments that really, truly adjust their drive to be all that they can be. Go above all. Whatever what's after all and what's after love, go for that. Don't stop on limitations. Fuck limitations. You're limitless. So live in that ether of all possibility. Even possibility is limited to me. I don't even necessarily want to even live in just a possibility. No. It is.
Yeah.
It's an isness.
Yes.
It's an isness, baby.
Yes.
It's an isness. When you walk around me, just know that's an isness.
Yes.
I was deliberate. I am deliberately put on this planet.
Yes.
I am deliberate. I'm a deliberate spirit. I'm a deliberate vessel. I'm not here by just some chance. No. I'm deliberate. And I have a journey, I have a mission, I have a purpose, and it is done every single moment that I live because I'm alive. And I'm going to continue to be inexhaustible. I'm going to continue to be a power force for all of eternity. And that's what you get. That's what you get from experiencing me, baby. Yay!
Yo.
Wow.
I feel that.
I felt that for sure.
I felt that real good. You're gonna leave your mark. You're gonna leave your mark, man.
No doubt.
I mean, mine's just gonna be short and sweet, you know? I've always dreamed of being a performing DJ. I've been going to raves since I was a teenager. And I've always wanted to do the Insomniac circuit.
Yeah.
Every one of them.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah.
And now I'm really much drawn to like this Burning Man culture, this Burning culture. So get on question mark at Burning Man.
Sure.
Any art cart that I can jump on.
Sunrise Robot Heart.
Yeah. I want to play Shambhala.
Okay.
I want to play Electric Force. I just want to be out there, like just bringing in the low frequencies.
Yeah.
Let's
go.
Make it rumble. Make it rumble,
baby.
Sometimes you need to shake the jar to get the honey.
Yeah, bro.
Shout out here. Alright, we're gonna end it with Garrett. And then we'll go into our final song of the night.
I think the best stage would be if I could just do live recordings in my own room and then record other instruments on it and cut and paste myself into the video. I kind of did it on this one.
Nice.
So it works.
That was dope.
Thanks.
I loved it.
Yeah, it was really cool. So do that, and then the stage would be the internet. Put it on the internet.
Biggest one there is.
What? Yeah, the
Biggest stage
one
there is.
I've always wanted to do a show where I could play all the instruments.
Yeah. We'll get you on Circle.
Get him on circle. Get him on circle.
You'd be perfect for Circle.
Oh.
Or Circle, as they say, I don't know. Alright, we're gonna end it in a couple minutes. Almost 2. I really like these chords. We'll just go with those. Then we'll get a little horn in here. We'll get Zach on the bass. Anybody that feels called, just let me know. Throw the mic your way.
Hey, Christian.
I was saying earlier, I love singing as a kid, but there's a certain point where I gave it up. I got afraid. It's hard for me to feel safe in my voice. Very much a film guy behind the camera. And now we're coming back.
There we go.
As is she. So it's all baby steps. Sometimes it starts with a hum. Sometimes it's the breath. Now we go to the rooftop. We feel love. Now we go to the rooftop to feel love. Now we on the rooftop to feel love. Now we on the rooftop.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Bring it to Josh. I always love Josh's voice.
Beautiful harmonies, by the way. If you could keep those harmonies going. Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes the sky is gray. Sometimes it's blue. Yeah. Sometimes it's red. It's red into your soul. Yeah. But I'm lifted up. Yeah. My heart's got joy in it. And I'm singing my song. I'm singing on the rooftop. Yeah, yeah. Singing with some good friends who mean well. So let us come and sing together. Let us love, let us love, let us love. Feel so good. Let us feel so good. Let us feel, yes, feel so good. It's so good to be you. So good to be you. Yes, it feels good. Yeah, so good. Let us feel good. Feel so good. Let us feel so good. Let us feel, yeah. So good. Let us feel, yeah. Feel so good. Yeah.
Nice. Kev, are you down to share? Are you down to share? Yeah.
That's 48 hours of no sleep right there. Feel so good. Let us 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 feel so good. Take it higher. Feel so good. Let us lift our spirits. Yeah. Feel so good. Let us love higher. Feel so good. Let us love. Yeah. Feel so good. Yes. Let us feel. Yeah. Feel so good. Let us feel. Feel so good. Yeah. Let us feel.
And what I will promise you is that by the garden, you will hear my full singing voice. And this rooftop will be a place to take the baby steps.
Preparation.
To get there. And anyone else who has fears in their life, use these spaces to make the small breakthroughs because every breakthrough counts.
Yes.
Yep.
And that is how we will end tonight.
Yes.
A little shorter than we're used to, but sometimes a small group and a short jam can be just as impactful.
Beautiful.
You hear everything you need to hear to keep pushing on your dreams. So
Yes.
thanks for everyone that came through, and as always, thanks to Kevin
Thanks, Kevin.
for creating one of the most unique spaces, not only in the city but in the world.
World. Let's
This is
go.
such a gem.
Conducive to creativity, art, music, and connection. So until the next one, that is the meeting of the minds,
Yes.
and these are called Circle of Minds.
Thank you, Christian, for everything, bro.
Let's call it a wrap for tonight.
Awesome.
This is amazing.
Yes. Let's go. To be continued. To be continued.
Let's bring it in for a group hug. That's
Yeah, let's do that.
You're in the middle, because you're the shortest. She's in the middle. Kevin, get in here.
Yeah. Come on, Kev. Let's go, squad. Come on, Mike.
Kevin, over here.
We did it.
Wow. Look at her, she's just like surrounded. Look, every
So everything we spoke of tonight, just know that it's all possible, and as Josh said, sometimes possibility is even limited. Just know that it's happening. It's already here. All you have to do is play in it, walk into it, live it, breathe it, see it, feel it, and it'll happen. So happy to be on this planet at this time. To meet all of you and to have nights like these. To more adventures ahead. And hopefully more nights here as well. And that's something that we're also going to be focusing on this year, is really creating sustainable foundations for artists. I think a lot of artists are, living paycheck to paycheck, and they're living life in a state of stress. If we can create systems that allow them to live off their art, that could change the game, that could change the world. So, as much as I love the music, I also want to really dive deep into the foundation so that we can do this forever, that we can make music every day of our lives. We don't have to think about anything else. So it's also part of the intention.
Abundance.
Just
Yes.
call that in.
Yes, it's done.
And thank you for a special night.
Thank you.
Oh, and before we end it, just one word. If you guys have one word for tonight, anything you want, throw it out there. Just kind of share, or it could just be a little thought, like what you felt for tonight. It could be a word or a sentence or anything. So let's start with this.
Tapping in.
Tapping in. Tap, 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 everything. It's all the hips. Yeah, Scooter McGavin.
Huh? Business?
Is
Oh, is
business.
Sorry, what?
The business of isn't. Yes, exactly.
Michael.
Woo!
We'll end it with
Breakthrough.
for sure.
Breakthrough.
Yes,
Yeah,
breakthrough.
like breakthrough the fear. Actually,
Right.
thank you for letting me do the baby stuff.
Of course.
Yes.
Beautiful
Yes.
stuff.
And I have gratitude towards tomorrow.
Mine is Always keep
Community can
you
get you
let
there
us here, man. You let us here. Thank you, Christian.
Thank you. Thank you.
So we're gonna wind down the night.